Hi, I'm Vivian Dempsey, and this is the Writing Edge Bar Review course, and I'm going to be discussing PTA from the Winter 2015 bar exam. I'm calling it, for short, Virta, PT Virta. Okay, Virta and Burnsen were partners in a business, and Virta got dissatisfied and he left the business. But he has 2 million shares of stock, and he wants to sell those shares of stock to Burnsen. Okay, for money, but also to be relieved from a non-compete clause that prevents him from working in the same industry for 2 years. So this is the deal for those sales of stock. Okay. Normally what would happen is both sides would get together with their attorneys in the same room at the same time and sign the papers, give it to the other person, sign the papers, and then deliver it to the bank escrow. Because it's so many, so the payments are so big, there's going to be 4 installment payments, and the bank is to release a certain tranche of shares of stock as each payment is made. However, the deal starts to get confusing when the attorney for Virta is going on vacation and is unable to physically come for a closing where they can all sign the papers at the same time. So our client, unfortunately, offers to get the papers, have Virta sign them, have his own client sign them, and then once he's gathered all the signatures, then transfer them to the bank for escrow and release the shares of stock, the first tranche, release them to his client, Burnsen. Okay, so that it sounds like it's pretty clear. But what Chris Connors doesn't realize is that what he has just offered to do is to be an escrow agent, because he is now holding the property, holding the the 2 sides of the deal, the papers that authorize the deal and the first shares of stock, holding them together until the deal, until all sides have signed the papers. Okay, and he continues, of course, to represent his own clients, which is one side of the principals in the deal. Okay, and that's where all the trouble starts. Okay, because he doesn't seem to realize that he has become an escrow agent. Okay, so we're looking first, because it's always the most important thing, for the issues in this PT. Now let me caution you. The assignment memo, the first document that tells you who we represent and what your assignment is, first document in the file, gives you questions to answer. It says, is he an escrow agent? If so, what are his duties toward the other party? Can he still represent his own party? Gives you questions. That's a format. That's how you're going to report the answer. That doesn't always line up with the issues. So format and issues are not equal to each other. Okay? So most people, I think their tendency would be to just answer the questions directly. I think that makes your life more difficult. What you want to do, as you always want to do, is you want to identify the 3 issues. Okay? Once you've identified the 3 issues, you deal out the law, you apply facts, do the reasoning, conclude on the issues, and then pour the results into the format. The format was what the assignment memo gave you. The issues here are not given in the file. You don't get the issues until the library. The library only has 2 cases, and then it has some statutes. So the 3 issues in this PT are interpleader versus a 8603 injunction action. Okay, which I'll explain later. Okay, so that's the first issue, is the distinction between an injunction and an interpleader action. And the second issue is, what is an escrow agent and what are his duties? Okay, that's the Wassman case. And then the third issue is whether what the escrow holder's duties are once he realizes that the 2 parties to the deal are in conflict now. Okay. What can he do at that point? Okay. He can't follow the joint escrow instructions because they aren't joint escrow instructions anymore because the parties are in conflict and he's aware of it. So those are the three issues. All right. So those, of course, become your 3 issue sheets, and we'll discuss each issue separately.